my own introduction was, first of all, that I had about, by the time I was 18, I had well over 100 tick bites in an area in Germany that is endemic, now known, that it was Lyme. At the time it was simply called Borrelia, and also endemic for Babesia. And so my own history, I was an athlete, I was a gymnast, and there came a time when I didn't recover from my injuries. Today we know that whenever somebody is injured somewhere, that those little microbes move right into the injured area and perpetuate the pain, the discomfort, the swelling, the non-healing. I was surprised. I lived in India for a couple of years, and I treated a lot of people there. And there was an interesting phenomenon. In a non-endemic Lyme area, children sometimes had the worst injuries, crippled for life. But after 6 weeks, no pain, none, never again. Pain and injury are self-healing things. And if it doesn't heal, something has moved in the area that prevents the healing. So it's something I learned quite early on, that things are strange in the world, that things that in one part of the world look like this, they look like something else in a different part of the world, and the difference is the microbes. We know there's been a lot of focus on the microbiome in the last few years, and for us that's very exciting. Joe and I were part of a think tank. I just looked it up, it was 2007. That already seems like a whole other life. And at the time I was introduced into the new ideas about the microbiome, that we all have 1,500 or so species of healthy bugs in our system, and every subsystem has its own microbiome. The sinus is different from the oral cavity, and the small intestine different from the large intestine, and the bladder has its own microbiome that is now so finally coming to the forefront. And it seems like every species of bugs that we have in us has a benevolent influence on our system and is needed for our whole functioning. And then the question always came up, how come then, if to these 1,500 species, one other species enters and all hell breaks loose? And that is something we will explore in the next 3 days.